Going well. Here's Tony in Dallas, and he says hello, and he's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Tony, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
Christopher, I'm going to agree with you on the production of the Oscars last night. It kind of left you desiring something. We had been spoiled with Billy Crystal and the writers that used to put on the Oscars before, and literally once you see that and experience that, there really is nowhere to go but down. That's number one. Number two, I just think Hollywood had a bad year. Not only controversies, but like you said, the lot of the movies that we had to choose from as moviegoers was not very good. The better movies came out earlier in the year in the so quote unquote Oscar season. That goes against them. The better movies were of historical significance, like The Post and like Dunkirk, which a lot of people like. I agree with you, but also like the Churchill movie, and that is a polarizing. That right there is polarizing because the people that they want to go to the movies aren't really interested in sitting through 2.5 hours of Winston Churchill. And
That's
number
correct.
three,
That's
I will
correct.
say this: there's always been controversy with Oscars. Marlon Brando did it. There's always somebody that wants to use the Oscars as a forum to express their complaints or their problems with society. I can't kill him, Chris, because that's what we ask of athletes. That's what we liked about LeBron, and we didn't.
Well, I don't like about LeBron. I don't care. No, but that's what I disagree with you on. I don't want to hear athletes. I don't want to hear that.
I understand.
I'm not interested. I am not interested in what LeBron has to say. I really don't care. Play basketball.
I understand that, but what we say is, Charles Barkley said, "I'm not a role model, so don't look at me." But then there are some people that like when LeBron and Chris Paul and Dwayne Wade and everybody stood up there when they were talking against police brutality. So, again, I'm going to give you that. Now, one more point on the movies. You can't go dark and give it back-to-back Academy Awards. Last year, Moonlight, I don't know if you saw that.
I did. Moonlight was another piece of garbage. Was not a good movie.
I understand that, Chris.
Was not entertaining. Was not a good movie in any shape. Well, now, listen, La La Land wasn't that good either.
No, it wasn't. But, Chris, you know what? The other thing is that, Chris, is like you and I and moviegoers were waiting for Jack Nicholson to come back, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. Those guys aren't making movies anymore. We're waiting for great directors to put out a great movie every year. And
tell me a story.
Like every 3 or 4 years.
Tony, tell me a good story. That's your job. Engross me in a good story. That's your job. And they have not done that. I'd have to go look at all the movie winners in the last whatever they may be. Tell me a good story. And they haven't done that. Now, Moonlight was not a good movie. Okay, that did not appeal to me. I saw it. And I saw Birdman, another piece of garbage. Not a good movie. Now, I'd have to look at the other movies that were nominated last year and the year before to see what I would have selected as the movie of the year compared to the one that they did choose. But they're trying too hard to be different. Eddie, if you can give me the movies last year that were nominated, and I'll see if I can find one out of that poor lot that may have been La La Land was not a great movie, so that was okay. It was very overrated. That wasn't very good either. Give me a movie. Give me the movies from last year. Go ahead.
Here you go. So you had La La Land.
Not great. Saw it.
Hell or High Water. Pretty good movie.
Yeah, good movie. Saw it.
Hacksaw Ridge.
That was the best movie of the year. Saw that.
Manchester by the Sea. Depressing as all could be.
Not great. Go ahead.
Hidden Figures.
That was great too. Those are the two great movies. Hacksaw Ridge and Hidden Figures. I would have been okay with either one of those two movies being nominated as best film of the year, and both did not win. Anything else?
Then you had Fences, Moonlight, and Lion.
I did not see. The only one I didn't see there was Lion. I saw all those movies, and Fences was a great acting and actress deal with the actress with Denzel and the other lady there who we saw last night was great, but the movie itself was not entertaining. The year before that, did Birdman win the year before that? That piece of garbage with Michael Keaton, and I like Keaton. Or was that Spotlight the year before? Which one was the year before? You can take a look at that as he looks it up. Go ahead. In 2016.
2016, you had Bridge of Spies.
Good movie.
Spotlight.
Excellent.
Room.
Didn't see it.
Brooklyn.
I saw Brooklyn. Not bad.
The Martian.
Oh, my God. What a piece of garbage. Enough of Gravity and Martian. Maybe a guy trapped in the world, and he figures out a way to get out of there in a couple of months. Go ahead. Next.
That's right. Then we had Mad Max.
All right.
The Revenant.
Yeah, Revenant won, right? Revenant won?
and Big Short.
Yeah, I saw most of those too. Revenant won. Did it not?
Best Picture was Spotlight.
Oh, Spotlight was best,
Yeah.
and that deserved it. Spotlight's a hell of a movie. That's a hell of a movie. So they got one right. Birdman must have been a year before the piece of garbage with Keaton. Here's Johnny in Ohio. John, good afternoon. How are you today? What do you have for me?
Hey, welcome back, dog.
All right, John. Thank you. What's on your mind now? Let me hear.
Hey, a couple things. 3 points with the movie stuff. The first one is the movie that I liked this year that I watched. Like Jeremy Renner was the Wind River movie because
Excellent
it was
movie.
a real story.
Excellent.
And it was a real story about something that's actually going on.
Excellent movie. That movie somehow wasn't nominated. That, to me, is a top 5 movie of the year. I completely agree.
And the only reason I knew that was because Howard had interviewed him one day, and I kind of was like, let me go check this movie out. And, I waited till it came out on DVD. But 2 other things quickly. The last movie I seen in the theaters, because I didn't go to the theater either, Taken, that's a long time ago. So that just tells you how long ago it's been since I've been to the theater. And one last thing, sometimes I just want to watch a movie you don't have to break it down into like a bunch of stuff. And Bruce Willis's reenactment of Charles Bronson and Death Wish just came out this past weekend. And actually, just for a fun movie, it's great.
I would not see that myself. Wind River I thought Marshall was an excellent movie. I really did. I thought Marshall was excellent. I saw that, and I just saw that recently. I saw it at the Super Bowl. That and Wind River. I mean, believe it or not, I liked Murder on the Orient Express a lot. People didn't like that. I thought that was a good movie. I liked All the Money in the World. Good, solid movie. Like that. I thought Plummer had a good chance of winning that. He didn't, but he had a good chance. Those are the. And by the way, can we stop now with the idea that one guy made 1.5 because they had to come back in Wahlberg? And Michelle Williams only made $80. That's the agent's fault. Okay, the director didn't. Ridley Scott didn't do that. The agent did a garbage job. He got a lot of money from Wahlberg, and for what? It's the same agent. That's as much an agency issue as there's anything else issue. Did Wahlberg, by the way, hasn't he explained finally why he left the Super Bowl a couple of years ago? There's another fraud. I mean, hey, I should be in a better mood than this. 18 in front of the hour. We continue here on Mad Dog.